Hi friends, welcome to my canvas Rejuvenate Herself. This is a canvas I've had sitting around for probably about a year. I was doing a island and it was missing something. So this was an island of burnt trees that weren't quite burnt to all the way, but they were pretty burnt. Not much limbs left, and I wanted to draw something else or paint something else on here. So I decided to do a face of a woman's face. I'm using some carbon black. I'm using burnt umber in this picture here. I wanted to blend in with the trees as much as possible. I'm kind of getting the shape of the face first of all and trying to figure out where my eyes are going to be and all that kind of thing. But you'll see that I'm blending it in all in after and kind of taking away some of the stuff I painted just to get it to go in with the forest better. I have, I think, a little bit of sienna, burnt sienna, what is it called? Raw umber. I think it's raw umber. Yeah, that's a darker. So I have these browns, I'm kind of mixing them up and playing with them. I might have even used burnt sienna, I'm not sure. But I would have mixed it up with the carbon black a bit just to darken it up. I used as well, I think, titanium white as well as translucent white, I believe. Had both out. And then I used some, oops, sorry. I must have missed a whole bunch here. I think I did. Sorry, guys. And I did have some blue here. Let me find the blue that I had in the background here. A phthalo turquoise, actually. Just phthalo, just a little bit along the eye line. And now here's where I'm kind of taking some of this face head away because I kind of got my base and I just needed that, I think, to get the shape, whatever, properly. And because my background's been sitting for a year, I had no problems wiping some of the paint away. And I used a damp cloth, and it had quite a texture on that cloth, so it was like a cleaning cloth, like, I don't know, quite a lot of fiber to remove the paint. I can't think of what I'm trying to get at, but it was just it was a good wiping cloth. So you can see I could see back into the trees and behind the stars and that kind of thing, and that's what I was trying to get, the face to kind of be ghost-like into the forest, kind of be like nature's face or something like that. So I'm really working it. I'm not worried about it. And getting some black in her eyebrows back in there. Somehow think I messed up recording the eyes and the face, and so I used a lot of the titanium white and back and forth with some browns and blending in some colors for the face in the whiteness of the cheeks below the eyes there and that kind of thing, and the forehead. So I'm putting a little more, I put a little less, I covered up a bit more. So I don't know, I must have not recorded that part. But anyway, this is what I got. So I'm using the titanium white now just to go over top and to really put some crisp on the lips. And so you see I'm going a little bit more back and forth. It's kind of what I was doing before, adding more white, adding more browns, trying to get it to blend into the forest more. I speed this up quite a bit because it took me quite a while to get this just the way I wanted it to blend in, get all the colors and everything that I wanted to get to not be too much and be more subtle and to be more ghostly like and or spirit like kind of a thing feel, not just like a head in the middle of the forest kind of thing. So I wanted to play with it for a while. I had nothing to lose. The canvas wasn't going anywhere. So I'm doing some white around her eye a little bit just to brighten that up, titanium, and I do go over a little bit with some of the blue. Was it turquoise? The phthalo turquoise. But I do the little highlights around her eyebrow, and on her nose, and I just kind of touch it up, darken it up, touch it up, that kind of thing, going back and forth. So this takes a little while. I even wipe away more eventually too. I think I wipe away a little bit more on the forehead. So it's one of those processes. I do tend to add a little bit more black out of the outer edges after a while. just to kind of get it back into the darkness of the night sky. My dogs are playing and growling over here. And there I go in with a little bit of brown. I do lighten it back up, and I do add a little bit of that blue. I keep saying blue, but it's the phthalo turquoise. I just like it because it kind of pulls in some of the night sky. There I am doing that on the eyes right now, just below the eye line. Lash line, I think it's called. And playing with the eyes, putting more life into them. And the eyelashes. So this was a fun painting. I just wanted to do something really special. I didn't want to have to not like recover this whole painting. I wanted this forest. I really did want this forest. It was an experience as a child going camping with my auntie and my uncle and my mom and dad and my brother. And we used to camp out in these islands in Gardner Lake, and the night sky, we were always watching the night sky, and we had big campfires and that kind of thing. So it was just something, a memory that I had. And when we went camping, there's lots of places that we went to, other lakes that are attached kind of nearby, that we had to walk through some of the burnt forests to get to. And so it was like a memory of that kind of stuff. And I really wanted to really, I don't know, present this memory on canvas somehow and just have it forever kind of thing. And there's Cora asking me something. There I go, scrubbing in a little bit more trees behind her. You can see them as I keep rubbing off the paint, which I really like that I was able to do that. Didn't have to worry too much, just scrub away. And it didn't do anything to my canvas. It was really good. This is one of the largest canvases I've worked on for a long time. I haven't had a chance to work on large ones for a while. So it was really fun. Now I'm adding more black in here because I wanted to kind of blend in with the trees in the dark night. I had quite a bit of the brown, and I wanted to look more, not just like the brown, but I wanted to kind of blend in with the black. And then I do eventually add in the turquoise. Phthalo turquoise. I keep forgetting that color. And I just keep touching up and adding. Sometimes I add a little bit. That's where I added the burnt sienna on her lips, thinking that's what I wanted, but it was too much. So I took it off. And then I did something else, and I did something else. And I think I made them bigger and all this kind of stuff that we do when we're painting and playing around. Especially when we don't really have like a guide of what we want. We're just kind of guessing. But it was fun. It was really fun. Now this is a view of us, say, like being in the night, kind of off the island on a boat, and just seeing the island the way it is, kind of a thing. So looking at the island and seeing some of the white caps of the water and below, and you'll see that as I show the painting further down here. But that's it. I'm doing a little bit more white here just to blend in, get some of those stars back in there. And then I thought, well, I need to put a gloss. I thought I needed to make it look more glossy. I do take that away after I have to go over it with a matte. But I did put a gloss medium on. And what did I put? Let me look. I put an acrylic something. A glossy medium. And I did not like it. It was too shiny. It was heavy gel medium gloss, and it was too shiny. It looked okay, but I was like, the night light, it was just too shiny on it, and then in the morning light was too shiny on it, and it kind of took away from the canvas. It really did. So then I had to go over it with a matte. So I did that afterwards, the day after. It was just too, I'm doing different lights and I'm like, this is too shiny. Is it just because it's wet? But no, it was shiny. You can see how shiny it is. I did, like, the next day go over it with the matte gel. As you can see, no, this is still, but I'll show you some pictures. I'll put some pictures here at the end, and I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you.